Hey, Ben. Listen, Ben.
How about now?
Oh, it's still green.
Is it really?
It was normal and then it turned green.
I wonder if it has something to do with me trying to stream.
Ooh, that's a good. Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey guys.
I'm back to being green apparently.
Okay, 1, 2.
It's not easy being green.
Yeah. Start playing the Blue song.
Blue, blue Christmas. I'm just kidding.
Not that one, Ben.
Green. Dabba-dee,
That
dabba-dee.
one.
What is
That
that?
one. Except it
I've
says
never heard of that one.
I'm sorry.
Wait, how does it go?
Blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
Oh, Dino.
Eiffel 65. They have so many good. I like their PlayStation song. PlayStation.
I love it. That's amazing.
But you play
Dude.
PlayStation, Kaylee? You never.
I
touched-
loved PlayStation, dude. I played Portal Runner. If you've ever looked up that, oh my word, it was like this woman that was in the army, and she like rode this lion. I'm not even kidding. And like,
A lion?
you would go into these lands through portals, and like stave off aliens and like rock monsters, and it was my favorite PlayStation game. It's
Dang.
epic, so epic.
I put this on this side. Maybe that one. Trying to think.
But yeah, I mean, if it doesn't change back, then just make play of it.
Yeah, it's a new cool thing. All the kids are doing it these days.
Yes.
Green.
Fortnite is great. Yeah, right, Dan. Yeah.
I thought we wanted a green screen, so I set it up literally.
Hey,
I
it's
mean,
you can call 1-800 green screen. I'm just kidding.
I mean, the only other option I'm thinking, if you can't think of anything, you and Ben could get in the same frame, like sit next to each other too.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to do that? Do you want me to come upstairs to your room, Dan, or you want to come down
Well,
here?
no,
Well, I have
you
to
would
come
Oh,
down
you
to
guys are in the
Ben.
same house?
If you came up, then you'd be green.
Yeah, they're in the same place. Yes.
Oh, that's so
We're
funny.
brothers, Jenny.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but like, I don't know. I didn't know if you were in the same house.
We were creating the illusion of
Yeah.
different places. Yeah, I think I will do that because I can bring my
Oh, yeah,
iPad
then
down,
make
which will
it
have the
red.
questions on it.
Okay.
Gotta make some room here.
Yeah, let me come.
That'd
do
be
that.
fun. Yeah.
Dan,
See if
you want to
guys-
put your cameras? You want to put your camera right here so it can be ready to go? Or how are we gonna do the
Well,
YouTube?
I think the camera seems to be the problem right now, Ben. So I'm gonna.
You
leave the
can
camera.
stream it, like turn off your video, and then we could just stream it from Dan's computer maybe, and then
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
I do have a question about kind of like the structure of the questions.
yeah.
So are you guys just going to kind of like ask the questions, and even if I talk and say some things, and you can kind of like ask other like guided questions,
Yes.
and then it'll
Yeah.
like still kind of go on with the conversation.
Yes.
So it's more of like a conversation.
Yes, it is.
And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's
an
not
interview.
It's not very formal.
I'm gonna go
It
Facebook
makes
Live.
me feel
real-
really good. That makes me feel great.
Good.
I'm-
Good.
I'm gonna go Facebook Live real quick. I gotta post this.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, I should go on. I should get my Instagram. I should.
You wanna go on live with me on Instagram? I'm just kidding. We have 5 minutes now. Never mind.
Oh, Ben, can you can you text me the password for the Instagram?
I did not send that to you yet because I
also, Ben, you can also send out the link. Kaylee, I sent you an email with the link to the YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
So that
I actually posted on
if people
Facebook.
for some reason can't join Zoom or whatever, they can hop on
Okay.
and watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like pre-record, like, or I shouldn't say pre-recorded. This is going to be like recorded, and then
Yeah.
anyone that would want to watch it again, like, can they go back to the link, or do they have to go on YouTube, or how does that work?
I don't know how the live stream works. I'm going to edit the finished video and post it to the Access Services YouTube page. I'll send you that after. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Ben, can you text me the password, please?
I remember when I talked to I don't have it yet because remember I talked to what's his name at Access.
John?
John, yeah.
Okay.
Do some yoga, guys.
I talked to Sean and he was like, you might have to like link it somehow, but we can worry about that next week. I don't know what's going on because I don't want to reset it so many times. I don't want to get locked out again.
Okay.
Instagram's very weird, Jenny.
Instagram?
Yes.
I am still trying to get more tech savvy.
It is so weird. Like, I don't know how to. Yeah.
Did you get it?
Me?
Yeah, were you able to get it?
The password?
Are you on your story?
No, I'm actually going to go Facebook Live.
Oh, Facebook Live. How is this? I'm trying to figure out does that lighting look pretty good? I mean, I feel like it's still dark, but at least it's a little better than it was.
Just move the camera slightly to the, like, tilt it away from the light because I can kind of, there you go. Perfect.
Like that? Okay.
Yep. Because it had the light in the shot. So just,
right, I don't want that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know about that.
Turn one of them off. Ooh, that looks better. Wow.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
I'm going to go Facebook Live. We have 2 minutes.
Is that too bright? Is this close?
I actually feel pretty relaxed, so this is good.
Good.
Yeah.
What song do you like? What music do you like?
Oh gosh, I like all music. I love like pop music. I love instrumental music, violin music. I'm big Lindsey Sterling fan.
Me too.
Do you? Oh, I love Lindsey Sterling.
Lindsey Sterling. Ben, you should play Lindsey Sterling at the beginning.
Okay. I should pull her up on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a really pretty big range of music. I'm trying to think. It's funny because I actually am more of a fan of, even though I don't speak Spanish, like I don't speak a lick of Spanish. My best friend does, but I don't. But I love Spanish, like bachata, salsa music, because I love just like, I do like salsa dancing and bachata socials. So I'm really into like Spanish music. So sometimes I pretend to talk in Spanish. I'll be like, and I literally don't know a lick of Spanish, but it's still fun.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ben, try to find something with bachata in it.
I'm trying to think. And then I also like Christian like worship music too.
Yeah.
I'll show you my playlist. I have a pretty. I also like. Well, this is just kind of. I don't think we want to play all-star cheer music, but I also really like all-star cheer music. I like meditation music. What else do I like?
Jenny, have you heard of
the
music? Oh Hellos?
What else? NFL cheer music. Anything NFL cheer. Anything upbeat. I guess that's kind of obvious since I am a cheerleader. And then I also have like a bunch of like cheer and dance mixes for kids, or like when I do like clinics and stuff.
Yeah, hold on.
So
Jenny, have you heard of the Oh Hellos?
What'd you say?
Have you heard of the Oh Hellos?
No, what is that?
A Christian, like an alt Christian band. They're really good.
Oh Hellos is called?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like oh and then like hello?
Yeah. Hold on, I got my phone because my thing was kind of. We're back.
Someone wants to know. Oh, wow, we got so much people. Someone wants to know, Kaylee, what's the access code to get in?
Let me pull that up. Good question.
Alyssa's here.
We'll start here soon, guys.
Thank you. Yep.
I see my friends too.
A couple things squared away.
Got my.
Kelly.
So Ben, are they asking for the meeting ID?
Yeah.
Let's see. So that would be 883.
Wait, hang on. 883.
5383.
5383.
2621.
2621.
And then the passcode?
Yeah.
Do they need that too?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, gosh. I used up. Oh, no. We used up both. We have 75% of data left, Dan.
Oh, no.
Benjamin!
That happens to me all the time.
Ben is notorious for using data when he could just be using Wi-Fi.
Jeez. I'll text
Ben,
you.
we're on the same page. My family always gets mad at me for that.
And then I'm sending you the passcode too, Ben, for the person. Okay. So, well, whenever you guys are ready, we're good.
1 second. Someone wants to come on our show tonight.
And yeah, and the YouTube is set up as well.
I already posted it on Twitter. So
cool.
We're good.
Sorry, I'm just making sure that the sound was working. And it's all good.
Yep.
Cool.
Actually, yeah.
Ready, Ben?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right.
Here we go. Let's play some music, or maybe
Let's
I can
do it.
play some music on here. What song do you want, guys? Type it in.
What song?
Happy by Will Ferrell.
I love it.
Love that song.
This one?
Yep.
Oh,
Just
no.
a shout out.
24 seconds.
Couch, your mom's, your
There's an
dad's, your
ad.
sister, your phone, computer, and install Honey.
There you go.
You can't go wrong with that song.
It's true. It's true.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. Take a break. Hot air balloon like a ghost face.
That's my sister. Haley
You're cheerleading there. I love it.
My dad. I love it.
I love it.
I feel like I'm
Hey,
in a spot where I can get up and dance.
I love
I need like a dance where I keep telling my dad that he needs to make me a dance studio. We'll see if that happens one day. We'll see.
I love it. Hey, everybody! This is the Ben and Jay show. But tonight we have my brother Dan as my co-host.
That's me.
The one and only Dan Hartranft, who is
True.
there.
There's actually more than one. We met one time, which was really rare.
I love it.
I am the only one in this house.
I love it. I love it. You're the only one in this. Yeah, I totally agree. So I am going to read this. This webinar is made possible by Access Services, which is the company I work for. Access Services is a nonprofit serving 11 counties in eastern Pennsylvania with the mission to create better ways to serving people with special needs. They've been doing it for 44 years and only expanding their services as they benefit the needs for those in eastern Pennsylvania. So let me introduce myself. My name is. Oh, actually, why don't I let Dan go first? Because you're my older brother.
Hi, Dan. I am Ben's older brother. Not the oldest, but I am older than Ben. I have watched the show every week, and Jamal said he couldn't be here, and so you know what? I said, Ben, I can fill in if you want me to, and he said, sure, that'd be great. I'm 25 and I like to go outside. I don't know the extent of what I should share.
You can say you like rock climbing,
yeah,
or
I do.
you like video gaming.
I like video games as well. And then today, I think more importantly, our guest.
Oh, I didn't do. You didn't.
Oh, right, you, Ben. How could I forget about Ben?
I love it.
Yeah,
This is great. So my name's Ben. Normally Jamel would be here too, but Jamel has a son with autism. So I was diagnosed when I was 2, and I didn't even talk. And now today, just talk and talk. I just remember one time we used to play Star Fox together, right? Like I used to crash and stuff. Okay, back to the normal reality. So I love the Eagles. Big Eagles fan. Carried the Super Bowl trophy. Been on the Ellen show, and now during COVID, I said I want to start a show. This is like our 45th show or something. We've been doing this for a year. And I'm just so grateful for Kaylee, Jamal, and my brother for filling in tonight. And we're going to have some fun.
Go Ben! Go Ben!
So
I'm the cheerleader. Go Ben! Go Dan!
I love it. Yeah, so like I was saying a second ago, our guest today is Jenny Glenn. Say hi, Jenny.
Hi, everybody.
Reminds me of my brother Glenn.
True. Our oldest brother's name is Glenn, which is pretty cool. But Jenny attended University of Delaware and with a major in health and behavioral sciences and a minor in dance, right? And then she works as a special needs teacher and coaches competitive cheerleading. And you were a former Philadelphia Eagles cheerleader.
That's correct.
And you did cheer in the Super Bowl, right?
That is correct.
Dang, that's crazy. And then you've worked at Easter Seals as well. And created your own adaptive Zoom program or Zumba program.
Zumba, you mean Zumba?
And yeah, your passion seems really to align with Ben, with helping individuals with special needs realize their potential. So we are excited to have you on the show,
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. I'm so excited for this opportunity, guys. This is so cool.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm such a fangirl of you guys and this podcast.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for being on the Ben and Jay show. My first question is, you were a cheerleader from 2015 to 2019. What were some of your cheerleading for? Were you a cheerleader for the Eagles? What were your key moments for this experience?
Yes, so I joined the Eagles in 2015. So my best friend actually told me to audition for the Eagles. And I originally was like, the Eagles, oh my goodness, like that is a huge organization. Like, how would I, just from Delaware be able to become an Eagles cheerleader? So, I prayed about it and I was like, you know what, I'm going to just try it. I'm going to go for it and see where I go. And so I did that, and I auditioned for the Eagles. I ended up going through the tryout process. So the tryout process, there's 4 rounds. There's an open call audition, there's a semifinal audition, there's a group interview audition, and then there's a final show audition. So it is pretty competitive. But I just want to say, like, I was completely shocked when I made the team my first year. I was like, my goodness, this is incredible. I did not think I was going to make it, but I ended up making the team. So I've been on the team for 4 seasons. Like I said, I started in 2015. So I was a sophomore at the University of Delaware when I made the team. Wow. So it was definitely tricky at first, trying to balance college and also being an NFL cheerleader. It took some adjusting and, trying to get used to being able to balance the two was a little tricky. Because at the time I was also actually teaching Zumba at the University of Delaware. Wow. So I was trying to juggle 3 things. And then I was also a substitute for, I started teaching at a gymnastics gym my senior year. So I started teaching gymnastics and I was a substitute for that. So I had a lot on my plate. Wow. But one thing that just really kept me going was my faith. I was able to really just, be able to try to prioritize each, part of my life. It wasn't easy, but if I had to pick my favorite moments of being a cheerleader, my favorite parts were definitely with the little girls. I absolutely loved the junior cheerleading clinics. They were super, super fun. So I have a passion for like younger girls and any type of any kids. I have a passion for. I've worked with all age groups really, but I love little kids and teenagers. So what I got to do is I actually got to lead a cheerleading clinic for 2 weeks. It was called ESF Dance and Cheer Academy. And so I was able to incorporate an itinerary. I was able to plan out some lessons. I also got to instruct dance and cheer and play it with music and teach basically like a cheerleading routine, which they performed at the end of the week. So it was a Monday through Friday thing. So yeah, that was a really, really cool opportunity for me. I also got to go to London, which was exciting. Yes. So the Jaguars are playing the Eagles.
Yeah,
I got to see it at the Wembley Stadium. Yes. I don't know if anyone watched the game here, but it was a crazy game. Great game. It was really cool. We got to go to the top. It was kind of like a Ferris wheel. It's called the London Eye. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No.
So it's in London. And what you do is you go, and it kind of looks like, it kind of looks like a Ferris wheel, and you go all the way up, and you're in this little like play. You can fit like at least up to 10 to 20 people in there, and you're able to kind of go around and see the whole entire city. So that was an awesome experience. We got to go to Kensington Palace. That was awesome. And then And then also, of course, the biggest thing, the most exciting thing of them all, of course, was the Super Bowl. I mean,
Right.
first of all, the Eagles, I don't know if you guys, if everyone's kept up with the season, but they weren't doing too great the first like 2 seasons. I mean, they were still doing pretty good, but oh my goodness, 2018 knocked it out of the ballpark. I was completely shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Like, I am going to the Super Bowl. I couldn't really grasp it. Like, I couldn't really believe it. So anyways, what was really cool experience was being able to perform in the Super Bowl. So we were able to do, it's called a quarter break dance. So basically it's like a sideline routine, or you go onto the field in the end zone and you're able to perform.
Okay.
So that was really, really cool. Yes, it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was, but at the same time though, I love cheerleading and I love dancing. So for me, that is actually my safety place. Like, I actually feel more comfortable cheering and dancing than even talking. So that's like my happy place. That's where I feel most at peace and where I feel most at ease, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely the Super Bowl. Another cool experience is we got to go to the Mall of America.
Oh, they have an indoor roller coaster there. I love it.
Yes, and me and Ben, we were talking about how much Ben liked roller coasters.
Yes, he does. That's very true.
Love it.
Yeah, so what's cool about it is that it actually has a roller coaster inside of Mall of America, which is crazy. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but highly recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was so cool is that we were able to go, us cheerleaders were able to go to the Mall of America. And what was the coolest part about it was that they actually were able to basically like take off a section. So it was just the Eagles organization that had that little, amusement park area. So
That's so cool.
yeah, I don't know if you knew that, Ben and Dan. So like the Eagles organization was all there, the players, the family, the cheerleaders, everyone else that was involved in the Eagles organization that was a part of Super Bowl. They were at Mall of America. It was the place to be.
Yeah.
I want to go so bad. I love roller coasters. You know me. I mean, like, I could ride them all day.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get this whole group, everybody on this screen. We could all go to an amusement park.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Danny, I have a quick funny story.
How fun would that be?
It was so fun. I love it.
I have a quick funny story. So one time I actually rode on a roller coaster at Cedar Point, Meridian Force. I rode 16 times and I lost my voice.
Go bad.
I did. I screamed too much. So it was great.
That's great.
Ben, can we ride a roller coaster together, please?
Yes. Yes.
Like let's go to Six Flags. Let's go on King. Would you be down to go on King the Ka?
You know what's the funny part is? Yes, and I actually have a disability pass that we go right up the exit.
When Ben was
Wait, really?
He had a really hard time waiting. And we have one story that we tell where we were waiting in this line, and it was for Hoover Dam, I think.
Yes. Oh my
and
God.
Ben was very young at the time, and my mom, it was like super hot outside. It's a really long line, and my mom like goes to the front with Ben in a stroller, and she's like, my son has autism. Like, is there any way we can get in now? And the person was like, no, sorry. And a motorcycle drove by, and Ben hated loud noises, and he started freaking.
Oh wow!
Just lost it. And the person was like, "Oh yeah, come on." And so, really, most of Ben's life, he has hated long lines. So he loves that at theme parks they let him go up the exit and get right on the ride.
I mean, nowadays today, I love talking to people in line. I talk to Eagles fans. I talk to Eagles fans in Disney. One time, I actually was I was in Magic Kingdom, and this guy comes up. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, are you an Eagles fan?" I say, "Yeah." So we're just talking about the Eagles. He's from California.
So Ben,
we should all wear Eagles jerseys too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That'd be fun.
But you had mentioned to me, Ben, that you had an idea. Where you were thinking about doing something with the NFL. Right?
I would love to. Dan, my passion is, I would like to take the NFL to the next level, and I'd love to see how we can get the NFL and autism and disabilities to take it to the next level. Roger Goodell, this is for you.
Okay.
This is for the commissioner. So
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I would love to see more cheerleaders, have more people with special needs on the sidelines and like cheering.
Okay.
which would be really cool. Somebody with autism, somebody
Yeah.
with Downs. I would love
Yeah.
to see that. That would make me cry.
Sure.
I would love to see more people with disabilities working for the NFL
Yeah.
and like doing more media production, more media stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to take aspiring change with everything that's been going on and take that change to disability.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Is that something that you think like could ever happen? Do you think maybe you could get there?
I would, yes. And I do believe God will really call me to that. And I
Yeah.
do believe God has a plan for that. And you know what? If I believe it, I can achieve it.
Yeah. There
That's
you
it.
go.
You know
Yeah.
what, Ben? I just want to, can I jump in there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Ben, I just want to say that I am so inspired by you. I really am. I saw your Instagram and you were so joyful and you had so much energy and so much charisma. And I was like, there's something in him. There's something in him that's really special. And I really did. I prayed for you and I said, God, if I'm meant to connect with him, you know, make something happen. And here we are. And I think it's so cool. And I think you have so much potential. You really do. And I want you to truly believe that.
Oh, wow. I'm
Yeah.
really about to cry. I'm literally about to cry. Like this, like emotionally. Like,
Yeah. Sure.
like not in dance school. Dance.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.
No, but seriously, I do mean that from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
Really
always
about to
say
cry.
about Ben that one of his best skills is treating everybody the same.
Like a
Mhm.
celebrity.
Yeah, like no matter
Wow.
what you look like, how you
Mhm.
act,
Yep.
Ben will treat you like a celebrity.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's really a talent because I know, like in my own life, one of Ben's close friends that he's met, he just randomly went up to them in the mall and started talking.
Oh, it was
to them.
Dan Disney or the
Right.
CEO.
Yeah, and like, for me, like that's terrifying. Like I would never, just go walk up to a random stranger and be like, "How's your day going?"
Yeah.
To Ben, that's not a problem at all.
No.
Yeah.
So what, Jenny, got you into kind of the special needs mental health field?
Yeah.
What was your motivation there?
Yeah. So I just want to say, like, I really see kind of what Ben was saying. I see everyone that has value. Every single person has value. And every single person is very unique. And so I actually struggled a lot in school. I always was the last one finished on every single one of my exams. And I always wondered why. I was like, why am I struggling so much with like test anxiety? I really struggled with paying attention in school. I never was diagnosed with anything, but I always struggled in school.
Yeah.
And so for me, I really want to reach out to people that are struggling, whether it's mental health, whether it's a disability, whether it's, young girls that are insecure. I just really want to be able to make a difference in some way. And, I've been really praying about how that's going to look in the future, but I know that I want to make a difference, and I know I want to be able to dance, and I know I want to be able to take that around the world. And I know that's a crazy thought, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that all works out. But I'm really passionate about that. And, it was really cool when I was able to be an intern at Easter Seals. I was able to see a lot, and my perspective kind of changed when I was around a lot of people with disabilities.
Wow.
And what I loved about it was the fact of how authentic they were. And I think that really stood out to me as how authentic and how real and how genuine they were. And I just kind of clung on to that, and I felt really comfortable around people with disabilities. So that was kind of why I decided to, think about the field of, special needs. And and that's just something I'm really passionate about. So like I said, I'd want to be able to somehow bring that into the world in some capacity. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, no, I totally see where you're coming from. And I've noticed too, like, a lot of people that I've grown up with or I'm friends with, or it's really easy for us to kind of put up, a fake face. That's kind of like with social media,
definitely.
you always present the best thing.
Definitely.
And, it's like really culturally kind of where we're at. But I see where you're coming from. All of the connections I've made with other people with special needs through Ben, like, know exactly who that person is, how they're going to behave, like what they love, what they don't love.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Yeah. And like that kind of realness is something almost that's lacking, for sure. And so I can see the draw there.
Definitely.
have you ever had any issues yourself with mental health? Because I think it's easy to like stigmatize or say, you know,
For
like
sure.
only people with autism behave this way, or like,
Yes.
you know, I'm
Yep.
normal, so I don't have problems like that. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, yeah. And you know, this is something that's super, super personal in my life. After I graduated college, I went through a really, really, really low point in my life. Oh, I was really, really, really insecure.
Sure.
I struggled a lot. Um, they diagnosed me with depression, anxiety, trichotillomania, and also bipolar.
Wow.
So there was a lot going on with me. I also was still cheering at the time, so I tried really, really hard to be able to represent the organization because I absolutely love the Philadelphia Eagles and I love the organization.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I loved what I was doing. And, you know, that actually brought me so, so much joy when I was going through a struggle is being able to still cheer with these amazing, incredible women.
Right.
It brought so much joy to me. And so it was not easy. I mean, I didn't believe in myself. For whatever reason, I just got into this deep hole and I didn't see one good thing in myself. I could not see it. And it was really, really hard for me. And I struggled for about 2 years in depression and anxiety. And it was a lot. I mean, I would cry, I would, and it just is, I'm very open and vulnerable. So I just want to, you know, kind of put this out there that, you know, I really didn't know where the end of the tunnel would be. You know, I was struggling so much.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how I would be able to, you know, maintain a job or be able to get out there. And, you know, I was in the hospital. I also, you know, I struggled and it, you know, it's hard because sometimes, you know, people look at you and they're like, oh, wow, you have so much going for you. And, you know, I'm so thankful and blessed with, you know, the opportunities that have been given to me. But at the same time, like, I think sometimes we shy away from things that we're really going through. And I think it's important to open up. And I actually just started opening up on social media about what I've been through. And it was just such a like relieving feeling just because, you know, it's okay. Like, it's okay to go through something. And, you know, we all do. We all struggle. You know, it's not just myself. It's every single person has something that they're struggling with. And I think it's just good to bring that to the forefront and not be, you know, and not shy away from it, because there's a lot of people that are going through, you know, what I went through as well. And you know, my mom kept telling me, I was like, trust me, Jenny, like God is going to use this, you know, and he's going to use this one day, and he's going to use this to help others and spread his love. And so it was such a cool opportunity to see, you know, me being a cheerleader, but at the same time, you know, I was going through my own personal struggles, but at the same time, you know, I was able to become new through Christ. And that's what's just so cool about the whole thing, is that I really do feel new. And I feel like Jesus really transformed my entire life, and all glory to him. So
no, I love it. I love it.
I was going to say, speaking of Jesus, you know, I love what you do. I mean, God is really amazing, because God brought us to many created disabilities, and God
100%.
uses disability ministry, which is really, really incredible. And, you know, I just love our church, because our church has a great disability ministry. I would love to take you there sometime up in Souderton. They have a great disability ministry.
I would love to go, Ben.
Are incredibly. I'm going to connect you with them, and maybe we'll do a Zumba class. I'll have to talk to them.
And don't forget about Night to Shine too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Night to Shine is Tim Tebow. You know, Tim Tebow's.
I really want to get involved in Night to Shine.
You were there a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, they're actually having one next week in Philly. So if you want to come, you're welcome to come.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we are going there. We're gonna go cheer on the people next week in Philly.
Go. Perfect. I love it.
Nice.
For sharing.
Road trip.
Road trip. I love it.
I like road trips.
I love it. Yeah, it could. I mean, obviously, in a space like this where there's a lot of people that you don't know. Like, thank you for sharing. That can be really hard to open up like that.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, even like you said, like it's really easy to feel like you're struggling alone. And I think that's the worst part about any kind of struggle is you convince yourself you're the only person.
Love it.
Yep.
And that, only makes it worse.
Yep.
And so definitely, if you're listening and you hear anything from us, you're not struggling alone.
Thank
there are
you.
lots and lots of other people, that struggle, and that doesn't always make it easier, but it's definitely gives you just a little peace of mind, knowing that you're not the only person.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say something. I wanted to piggyback on what Dan said. We always use the word piggyback on the show.
I like that word. I just started using that word because I think it's fun.
I just wanted to say you are part of our family now, and we are going to adopt you as a Heart Triumph and as Access Services family. And I'm serious. You remind me of a big sister. So seriously,
Ben.
I'm really, really, really excited. I'm going to send you Christmas cards.
Like 2 weeks ago.
That's all it takes.
Not even. It was this week. Ben asks me on like, what was it? Like three days ago. If I want to podcast.
That's all it takes. Yep.
I was like, okay, all right.
Well, tomorrow's your birthday.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Happy early.
Does anyone want to guess how old I am?
Oh yeah. Anyone want to guess?
Anyone want to guess? I'm just kidding.
Some people already know. The people that know me don't.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see. Wow, how the heck does everyone know?
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
20, wow.
27's.
Oh, I just gave it away. Oh my gosh.
54.
I'm the worst.
54. I don't know about that.
54. That's my sister. Thanks a lot.
Oh, well. Yeah, next question, Ben.
Which one are we doing? 4? Yeah, we're on 4. Okay.
You on 4? Okay.
Oh,
65.
Actually, okay, I'll do 3. What would you say to someone? Oh, you said that one already.
Well, you can ask that. That's fine.
What would you say to someone who is struggling with depression or anxiety?
Yeah. So this question makes me think of the verse that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I truly believe that, it is possible to get through a hard time. Yes, sometimes, we still have to manage things. Like sometimes, like I said, I still struggle sometimes because with trichotillomania, it's like, sometimes I like play with my hair, and this is just something personal that I want to share with, because I want to be a role model to young girls and say, hey, you can deal with these things and still be able to accomplish things with your life, if that makes sense. So like, for example, I still sometimes struggle with, pulling my hair. I've actually lost some hair, and I've grown it all came back, which is great. So I'm really, really thankful for that. So it's really cool because now I'm able to use what I went through to tell other girls that it's okay. Like, it's okay if you're struggling. It is completely fine, that you will make it through. And with God's strength and just with the right people in your life, the right friends and family that are going to lead and guide you. Another thing too that's really helped me is meditation. So I struggle with falling to sleep. So I use an app that's really good. It's called Abide, and it helps me to just fall asleep and be able to, melatonin is always good too. Melatonin. And a diffuser. I just started using a diffuser.
Okay.
And so that's kind of nice, but sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. This is me, whatever. But yeah, I would really tell the girls or whoever I'm going through, whether it's anyone that's struggling, that, it's possible to get through it. And I didn't believe that I could get through it when I was going through a hard time, because I couldn't see, where, I didn't think I could get better. And, with time and with therapy and with friends and family and with, just digging into, scripture and just, and also just at the same time, like enjoying life too. Like sometimes I strive a lot. So I'm always striving. I'm always trying to do the next thing. And sometimes it's good to also just take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm going to watch my favorite show. I'm going to watch The Office, or I'm going to watch Dancing with the Stars, or,
Right. Can I ask you a question? I want to piggyback what you said. What's your favorite TV show, or like, what do you like to watch on TV?
Oh, okay, guys. This is great. Oh God. So I really like this show called Married at First Sight. I don't know if anyone's heard of it.
No, I haven't.
It's a really interesting show. So listen to this. You'll never believe this. Okay. So basically there's these love experts and they match people based off of like their profiles and when they meet them in person.
Okay.
And it's like a personality, and they take all these personality assessments, and then there's like a spiritual counselor, and there's like a
Dang.
what else? Like a communication counselor. There's all different types of counselors, and they come together, and the experts come together, and they choose these matches, and they put them together. And the crazy part about this whole thing is they meet at the altar. So
What?
yeah, it's crazy. And that's something that I, want one day. I'm single right now, but I've been really praying about meeting someone. And so anyway, so it's just like a really cool show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's just really funny.
Yeah.
When they meet each other and like they just aren't like they're not feeling it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so awkward. Like they're married. Like,
I love it.
oh my gosh, it's a good show. It's entertaining.
Yeah, sure. What's your favorite show, Ben?
Oh, I like Netflix.
How about a show on Netflix?
Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. I used to love Undercover Boss.
Yeah.
I loved.
I like that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they like go to different places, right? They like go to different restaurants or wherever they're undercover, and they see what's going on in the business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel Manby was on the show, and that's how I wrote to him, and he wrote back to me. And then I wrote to the CEO of the Philly Pretzel Factory. Shout out to Dan Dizio.
Yeah.
He was on there, so it was pretty cool how they told me so many stories about like why they went on and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Ben.
I love it. So Ben, one of the things that helped you succeed were people that believed in you, right?
Yeah.
So Jenny, how important to you is a community of people that like have your back?
Oh my gosh, it is so extremely important. I am such a people person. It's crazy.
Love it.
I love people. I like to just walk up to a stranger and make friends. That's just this like what I like to do. It just brings me joy. So I go to a church right now. It's called Journey, and there's a huge community of people that go there. And what I love about it is it's very inclusive. And that's another thing that I love and want to incorporate, especially with people with disabilities or anyone that feels like an outcast. I want to make sure that, one day that it's more of an inclusive environment. But anyway, that's a kind of a side thing. But yeah, community is super, super important. My friends and family are so important. I mean, my family, when I was struggling, shout out to my family because they were absolutely incredible. They were my backbone through it all. My close friends, you guys know who you are. Close family. Shout out to all you guys. I really, really appreciate it. For believing in me. Shout out to my coworkers as well for coming on here. I love you guys.
I love it. Yeah, that's amazing. It's definitely super important. It's really easy to like throw around the word community and be like, oh, it's important to have a community. And I think I went to a Christian college, and so that word was always thrown around. But really participating in it is what's key.
And it's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, I've been in so many groups. I've been in a hiking group. I've been in like a talking, there's so many cool groups that you could join and get involved in. I'm like, this is great. Yeah. Like, and they just have your back, and it's great.
Yeah. And even now, like with COVID and kind of being inside, it's really easy. You may not think so, but it's easy to be a part of a community. There's a lot of online opportunities, like even like what we're doing here, like the idea of having people together to talk about the things they care about.
Yeah.
So don't fall into the trap of I can't leave my house. So how can I be in community? Definitely ways for you to participate and be with.
For sure.
I just wanted to piggyback on what Dan said real quick and what you said. I love community. Community reminds me of like loving on thy neighbor, or love is patient, love is kind. We need to show love in the workplace and serve in Jesus. Like
100%.
I just feel like we need to show God's love as ambassadors. We're being ambassadors right now, and I feel like when you're a cheerleader, you were an ambassador as a cheerleader. So you're just showing your brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I feel, and I don't know you too well, Ben, but I know we're already friends. And Dan, I would like to be your friend as well.
Of course.
Awesome. I have 2 new friends. This is great.
I love it.
Oh, you remind me of my cousin. You got to meet my cousins. You got to meet my family sometime. Oh my gosh, I told Jenny this the other night. I was talking to her at Walmart, and we were talking about my aunts, and I said I told her about Aunt Linda, and she's like, oh, I want to meet her so bad. Oh my gosh, Aunt Linda. So I told Grandmom, and Grandmom's
the
like,
whole
wow,
family.
they are so. Oh, Grandma.
My grandma was on here earlier too. I saw her sign on. I don't know where she went.
I love it. That's amazing. Ben loves to, when he likes someone a lot, to adopt them to our family. One of our aunts, her name is Marlene, and she's not related to us at all. But we call her our aunts because Ben adopted her into our family, and she's very good friends with our aunts. And so as far as I'm concerned, and Ben is concerned, and my older brother's concerned, she is one of our aunts.
Okay. So it's not like a blood.
Yeah. She's like a close friend of one of our
okay.
But
That's so cool.
Every birthday, every Christmas, you know.
We're all a big family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We all bleed the same. We're all right?
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so when I introduced you, we talked about an adaptive Zumba class. So explain that a little bit.
Yeah. So what I did for my senior project when I was at the University of Delaware, I created a adaptive Zumba program while I was interning at Easter Seals. Okay. So basically, what an adaptive Zumba program is like a dance class with sequence movements, and it basically goes along with music. It's kind of like Zumba. It's basically Zumba, but it's modified so that anyone can do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So what I would do in the class was I would pick songs. You know, I tried to diversify the songs. I did some Bollywood, some pop, some rock, you know, some electric slide.
I love
it. I'm getting carried away. I would do different types of music, and I would synchronize dance movements together. And what I would do is I would use instruments too to create sounds so that people would have a sensory experience as well, and not just a dance experience. And then I also, there was a lot of noise, which was great. I love noise. Love that in fitness classes, and because people are able to express themselves. And I'm telling you, when I did this adaptive Zoom class, I have never felt more myself in my whole life. Wow. And I truly believe that was when I taught. I mean, when I started that conga line, it went down.
I love it. I love it.
That conga line, ooh, that was fire.
That
was straight up fire.
That's so great. I love it. Yeah, I was working in California last year, and take students out and do hikes with them and teach science while outside.
Are you a science teacher?
So I'm not a science teacher specifically, but we have to be trained for the programs. So I'm more trained to do like trip guiding and leading, and like a couple of my friends are in Canada leading ice climbing trips right now. So super crazy. I'm not like, I can do that, but I'm a little more on the mellow side, you know? Hiking and stuff like that. But one of the other coworkers there, his name was Max, he swears by Zumba. And I mean, it's so funny because like every Friday, as soon as the students left, I'd see him, he had a sweatband on, he wears, short sleeves, short shorts, and he'd go, I'm like, Max, where are you going? He's like, Zumba. And every Friday he'd go to Zumba. He loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wait, John said something. He said, my favorite hobby is to listen and collect different types of music. That's cool, except rap and heavy metal.
That is cool.
Wow, that's really interesting.
John actually has autism. He was the one who I met on Facebook. He is from California. He's a very nice guy. I love John.
Yeah, that's awesome, John. That's a cool hobby.
To listen and collect music. Wow.
Yeah. And there's the one thing
interesting. I love everything, like anything from the arts. I just find so interesting.
Yeah. I was just talking to a friend about this recently. I was saying it's crazy to think about all of the people who may have like extraordinary either musical or artistic, whatever kind of talent, but can't do it because they're so focused on career, or they're maybe in a situation where they just don't have the ability to, you know, share their talent. And I know for music, that's a really easy example. Like there are so many people, like you go on YouTube and you can find hundreds of people who are trying to, like,
it's so funny that you say that, because I was actually just thinking that this week, that one awesome thing about being virtual is that you can connect with anyone anywhere, you know. And another thing is, it's so cool that people can really, you know, show their talents and show them live. It's really awesome sight to see. Yeah.
I think something that's like huge, and even, you know, in the special needs realm, when I work with clients, each one of them almost always has like one thing they really, really care about. It's like Ben, you know, it's always roller coasters. And it's so important, I think, to find what that thing is and give them the chance to like participate in that thing or practice that thing. Because for anybody, like, it doesn't matter if you're special needs or not, like, you know, doing the thing you care about can really help you.
100%.
This is what John said. John goes, LOL, my coworkers call me the Rain Man of music.
I love it.
The Rain Man.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love it.
I like that name, the Rain Man.
Like Rain Man the movie, or Rain Man, or like Rain Man the video game, or something. I'm sorry.
So one thing I've seen is Ben lacks shame, and, you know, he'll go and talk to random people, and that's fine. Like I said, I'd be embarrassed to do that. But Ben also, you know,
that's awesome, Ben. Like
nobody's watching, and you know, what to you, like, what does that mean to you? Like dance, like
yeah. So to me, that means not really caring what other people think of you. So this is something that I've struggled with, actually. Even just like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people go through this. It's not just myself, you know. I think it's natural. Like, I mean, you know, it's good to care what people think to a certain degree, you know. But, you know, at the same time, like, when I say dance like nobody's watching, I feel like that's like my life motto. Just because when I feel most free, actually the best thing for me to do if I'm ever stressed out or I'm feeling anxious is to dance. So sometimes I will literally, and I, like, right before this podcast, what did I do? I went and danced in my room. I went and danced around my house. When I was in the hospital, I was dancing. When I get stressed out, you know, and if I can find a spot where I'm just me, I'm dancing. And so that is what really makes me feel, you know, at peace and just free, when I can just explore my movements. And then it's also really cool because when you get to that point where, and it takes time, it takes practice to be able to just dance and not care what people think. It's a really amazing feeling. Like, I can't really explain it. It's hard to explain, but when I do feel that way, I don't know. I just feel myself.
I
feel myself. That's really all I can say. There's not really much. Feel myself.
No, I think that's really important to not only have that thing, that outlet. I know for me, I like to paint, and so painting.
Painting! That's awesome. Do you want to see a little? Painting gal? My sister's an artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick. This is we share a room where we're both teachers. Our teacher.
Whoa.
Of these paintings.
Dang.
Isn't that impressive?
Yeah, those are incredible.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Dan.
No, that's amazing.
That's awesome that you love to paint.
Because mine's nowhere near that. That's the thing. Like, what that's important, I think, about a hobby is you don't really have to be good at it.
I agree. I like dance advice.
It's nice to be good at your hobby, but as long as you get that kind of like relaxation, or you know, it's okay if you're not good at it.
I love it.
Another thing that a lot of people say is like, "Oh, I can't dance." Like, I hear that so much. I'm like, "But yes, you can. You can. Everybody can."
It's like the little engine that could. I think I can.
But we can all move, right? We can all, you know. Some people aren't. You know, I shouldn't say all, but some people don't have the ability to move. But for a lot of people, we do have movement. And so it's just like, you know, and then it's like, you got to, you know, start somewhere. Just do Do
Like
what
a quick story about Jason Kelsey. You know, when we went to Dorney Park together, he said he's practiced 1,000 snaps. He practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You know, when I did that for driving, I didn't give up. But
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't, because I kept persevering.
You just got to do it. You just got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where that whole dancing like nobody's watching comes in.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get in your own head and convince
100%.
yourself that like I'm not.
Oh yeah, I'd struggle with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And
definitely.
you really have to, you know, convince yourself that it doesn't matter so much what people think.
Yes.
And in that regard, really, you know, be you, and do what, you know, makes you feel happy or relaxed. You know, in appropriate context, of course.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this time, are you ready?
Yeah.
At this time, we're gonna open up the mics. Do you want to say anything else? So before we do it,
No, if you're ready, we're
all right.
ready.
If we have more at the end, we could do that. At this time, Kaylee, we could open up the mics and just be respectful to each other. As the audience members can talk. Don't talk over to each other. So just be polite and respectful. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, and it's important to know that if you have a question as well, feel free to ask it. But other people might have questions too.
Yeah. So go ahead. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hey, guys. Hey, Ben,
Hey.
it's John.
Hey, John.
Hi,
Hey,
John.
guys. Hey, Jenny. Thanks for thanks for allowing us to be part of the program.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm really happy to be part of it.
When I was telling you about music, I find that music is very therapeutic for me, is what it is.
Is
Because
that what makes you feel like relaxed and, you know, at peace?
well, not only that. Yes, I agree. I'm also a Christian too, so it's what really helps a lot is where I work in my environment, and there's music being played, but one thing I've noticed that somebody brought to my attention one time, if you take the beats, the one that really calms down, you can take the same song and you can slow it down the beat. Like for instance, I think it's a 440 megahertz, I think it is. I'm trying to remember how much it is. When you're in a store and, you know, the normal type of style music it has a certain rhythm. But if you decrease it down to 432 megabytes, same song, it will make a difference on how to be able to focus and just be more calm is what it is. It's a trip.
Wow.
Because I was talking to someone about that in a store. I don't know if you guys heard of the store called Sprouts.
Not
That's
here,
in California.
California, yeah.
No, actually, it's in Arizona, guys.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Kind of like an Ollie's.
Not
Kind of like
quite
an
as-
Ollie's.
as
It's almost like a Whole Foods, but cheaper.
Sure.
Ooh.
Sure.
That's cool.
But it's also in California, too.
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyhow, the point I'm trying to say is I was talking to someone who was working there. They were telling me that when they were taking like a music appreciation class in college, the teacher would actually have them listen to the music at the regular speed and then brought it down to 432, that same song, and see how it was. And they said that their emotion changed, which was really interesting. The inflection, which is really weird.
Yeah.
So when it comes to music, when I shared with you guys about how I'm into music, I don't like heavy metal music or rap because to me, rap is a person stuttering practically, and heavy metal is like a bunch of people yelling on a microphone making noise. And we don't need noise when we, being autistic and all that. It's just too distracting.
Hi, Jenny. Sandy, I'm Ben's mom.
John, thanks for opening up and telling us about that. That was awesome. I actually would like to maybe try that sometime to slow down the beats. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Jenny, also, if you want to connect, I would be glad to connect with you and also you too, Dan, okay? Because I would like to, I'll share with you guys how, like I said, with music-wise, like I said, music is something I think God has given to us to way to express ourselves to other people that they cannot see in a different perspective. Like you were talking about painting, music is painting if you think about it. Wow. And it has a different vibrance. Like if you have harsh music, it can be with the bright colors of red is what it is.
Sure.
Wow.
Or you can have something nice and easy, like a powder blue or billowy clouds of white.
Yeah. I actually just started doodling the music, and that helps too.
Yeah.
It helps, doesn't it?
There you go. I love it.
Awesome.
Ben's mom, do you have a question?
Hi, Jenny. My name's Sandy. I'm Ben's mom. Thanks so much for sharing.
Oh, hi, Sandy. How are you?
Good. I want to give a shout out also to Easter Seals. So that was our first entry for special ed. So when Ben was 2, they came out and evaluated him, and then they were his teachers from his 2-year-old to his 4-year-old. And
really, was it the early intervention program?
Yes, they were amazing, and I learned so much by watching those professionals. They were just absolutely incredible. And I guess I'm wondering, do you get any clients that are newly diagnosed, and what would be the one thing you would tell new parents?
Yeah, so when I was actually an intern there, so I was observing the other therapists. But what was your second part of your question again?
So do you get new parents, and what one piece of advice would you tell a parent with a newly diagnosed child with autism?
Yeah, so well, right now I worked at Easter Seals, and so I first interned there, and then I worked there, and I actually now teach special education in a school in Delaware. Mm-hmm. So they service students with autism, and so it's really cool because I'm able to learn a lot more about autism through special ed and Easter Seals. So it's been great.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then is there something that maybe you would say to a new parent? Like, is there a piece of advice, or is there like a good pathway to a resource that they could look into of some kind, maybe?
Yeah. So when I talk to people, I'm to be honest, still learning a lot about autism.
Sure.
So this is something where I don't know if I feel very comfortable knowing exactly what I would say. Yeah. But that is something where I actually would like to know more about people with disabilities, and be able to talk to a parent and be able to tell them, and lead them to a certain direction once I am a little bit more educated.
Sure.
And you know what's funny, Dan? I actually am friends with John, who was my little helper. So I met his friend at a birthday party, and I showed him the video, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's me!" And it's somebody else's birthday. And I found him on Facebook. He's like, "Oh my gosh, man, look how big you've gotten! I haven't seen that since you were a little teddy bear."
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's true. It can be challenging because there's always more information, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's always new coming out. And I work with a client who's older, and one of the things that he is frustrated about is when he was Ben's age, there was like nothing on autism and how programs and all the things that we have now. And so he's I want to say in his 50s, and he just struggles because he didn't have the same kind of assistance that you can really get now. Even now the assistance isn't the best. Like it could always be better. So definitely it's something to continue to
programs. I mean, Easter Seals is amazing. I actually it's called Camp Respite, and it was in Maryland. And basically what I would do is I went on vacation. So I went to Hollywood Studios, and I was a caregiver for people that signed up and wanted to go on a vacation, people that had disabilities. Wow. It was super, super cool. And another thing that's super awesome too is the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles are big with autism research. The Eagles Autism Challenge. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that. 5K, run, walk, bike, The Eagles does a great job with raising money for autism and research. So it's great. I got to participate in events like Huddle Up for Autism. And so it was neat.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Alyssa wants to go next.
Yeah,
go ahead,
we saw you
Alyssa.
unmute there.
Hi.
Hi,
Alyssa. I like your hat.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, good. I'm getting a delay on my end, so I apologize about that.
We can hear you though.
All right, Jenny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I wanted to say, I love you. Consider me your third best friend. friend.
I want to be friends with you too.
Yeah, I just sent you a message on Facebook. I want us to get connected.
Oh.
And okay, so my question. I have so many. Have you done anything to Huddle Up for Autism, and are you planning to do anything else for the Eagles?
Yeah, so I actually really want to go back and give and donate to the Eagles Autism Challenge. I think it's so cool. So I don't know if anyone knows, so with the Eagles Autism Challenge, they get everybody involved. So it's not just like the cheerleaders, it's not just like, you know, it's like the whole organization, and they raise money for autism, which is so, so cool. So I actually would like to donate to the Eagles Autism Foundation. And I also would really like to get more involved in Night to Shine. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's Tim Tebow Foundation. He sponsors it. And it is, honestly, it's something where I just really want to get involved in. Basically, it's just like a prom, and people that have disabilities, they get to go and they get to feel like a king and queen. And what they do, and I watched a video today, is they put a crown on everyone's head. And I at least with the video that I saw, which was kind of cool. Yeah. They put a crown on everyone's head to make them feel so special. And I think that's what, you know, I think every single person has a sparkle to them. I really do. I think everyone has a sparkle and something that's just so unique to them. So yeah, I would like to get more involved in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to say I can relate so much with the anxiety and depression and the bipolar. Yeah. I can relate so much to that. And if you want to get connected about it, just let me know. So it's nice talking Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I love you all. Huge Ben J Show fan for the win. Bye.
Bye, Melissa.
Bye.
Hi, Jenny. It's Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Ben's dad. And
nice to meet
Dan's dad. My question for you is, with this COVID and you being a teacher and a special ed teacher on top of it, how are you dealing with it, and how are the students?
Yeah, we are trying our best. We are doing the best job that we can. I mean, so this is kind of how it's working. So we're virtual and we're in person. So it's you know, it can be sometimes, like, it can be a challenge sometimes to juggle being online and in person. But what's so cool and what I so much love about special ed is how rewarding this job is. I mean, you see so much improvement. Like I've seen improvement from my students, and it really brings a lot of joy to me, because it's just, you see where they started and where they've, you know, come from, or where they come, and you just see that progress, and it's just like, wow, like, I don't know, it's just cool to see. So
yeah, that's really cool.
I don't know if that answered your question exactly, but
I guess just to follow up is
with COVID, COVID.
Are you seeing anxiety in the kids and stuff? Because I know it's hard with.
It's not easy. I mean, I think we can all agree, everyone on the screen, that it's affected us in some way, shape, or form. I mean, I think that's kind of a given. And I think, you know, I'm not going to lie, it's sometimes challenging. I mean, even wearing the mask all day, it can be challenging. I know, you know, a lot of people, I'm sure, can relate to this as well. It's not easy to, you know, be able to teach sometimes and also wear a mask, but at the same time, you know, we are protecting ourselves, and, you know, and so it's just the way it has to be for now. And, you know, you just kind of have to roll with it, and also know that, you know, it's going to get, like, I believe that. I mean, I believe it's going to, you know, eventually get better. And I think, you know, the challenging times are okay, because I think, you know, God has something for our nation. I'm praying. I'm praying.
Yeah.
So one just follow-up question. What sure. age group are you dealing with when you're teaching?
So I'm elementary.
Okay.
Yep, I'm elementary. Yep.
Well, thank you for that. I mean,
sure.
Not only Easter seals, but you know, on top of what Sandy was saying, you know, those teachers have taught Ben. I mean, he had to learn to read, and there was teachers involved to teach him to learn to read. So
another thing that really helps too, I have a great support. Like, we have a great team. And I think that really, really helps. That's what I love about special ed, is you have support. And so that's another thing that I love about it.
So this is for Ben. So Ben, before you close the show out, I don't know if you plan on doing this, but we have to do the Eagles chant. Okay. So
yes, like the EAG.
Right before we close the show out, right? Whenever you want to do that, but
I'll put it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, before we close the show out, we can do that for sure.
I could do it in my sleep because I've done it so many times.
Yeah, we have to do it.
I actually have some. If anyone wants to see some Eagle stuff, I have my pendant.
Yeah.
Anyone want to see that?
Yeah.
Got my
a quick shout out to Christian Vogel. He's watching on YouTube. Quick shout out to him.
Christian Vogel. Yeah, Christian Vogel's the best.
Good friend of Ben's.
Oh yeah, I love you, Christian.
Sorry, one other question. Did you get a ring?
We got a pendant, and you know what's so cool? It's a necklace. I'll show you. I'll put it on actually, and I'll wear it. So this is I'll show you guys up close. So this is the Eagles. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna try to get the light better.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the back, 2017 Eagles, and then my last name.
There you go.
Yeah, kind of guys. I have not worn it yet. I'm not good. I sometimes I need to do a little bit better at not losing things. So I am trying to be very safe with my valuables.
Yeah.
So
if you
I'll put it on.
And our dad found it, he would think it's his because it's got his first name on it.
Wait, Ben, can we see yours?
Oh yes.
Can we see yours?
It's a replica.
I love that. Whoa, yours is really shiny too.
It is. My dad's coworker from work gave it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Mary wants to go. Mary McGrath, you can go ahead.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Mary. Good to see you.
You too. And Dan as well. Hi, Dan.
Hey.
I think I've heard about you, actually.
I'm sure.
And everybody else in the Heart Rat family as well.
Yep.
I wanted to shout out to Jenny there. Jenny, I'm actually in special ed myself, too. I work with special students as well.
I have two other teachers on here too.
I'm in Pennsylvania though. I teach in Pennsylvania.
I don't know if anyone else is a teacher.
But yeah,
we have more teachers. Do we have more teachers? How many teachers do we have? Sorry, go ahead, Mary. I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right. I've done special ed since 2014. I did some IU classes, and then I work for North Penn School District, so that's where I am now. So. But I love it. Awesome. It's in Pennsylvania, but
really,
like Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I love it. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
And
it really is.
I don't know how you are, but like from my experience, I actually, from what I've done in the past, I actually try to use that in my current job. So like any jobs I've ever had related to children and special ed,
I have learned. Yeah.
I try to use all those experiences to what I'm doing now, and they're so helpful in just what I've learned and everything, and I'm still learning.
Wow!
But I actually have my cousins are autistic, and that's kind of how I'm all about autism and everything, and other disabilities as well. And but I'm also learning as well. But I currently work with a student. I currently work with a student that's autistic right now. So, but I love it. It's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I want to shout out. Awesome. Doing good work there.
Oh, Mary, we love you, and I love when you're in Hatboro. Next time I'm in Hatboro, I'm gonna let you know. She's my
there you go.
Will do. Sounds good, Ben.
Thanks,
awesome. Thank you, Mary, so much.
Thank you, Jenny, for all that you do as well. Because
thank you, Mary, for sharing. That was sweet of you.
This has been a hard time, even with
it really has.
Ben's father asking those questions and everything, and we're all dealing with how just
every single one
day is something else. So, but you just take it one day at a time, and see how it goes. But I'm really hoping it gets better too. I'm on your side there, Jenny. So
me too. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
You don't want no Corona scaries anymore.
I know.
No.
And, Megan, did you have a question?
Megan Mascaro.
Maybe not.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Megan.
guys. I don't know why it's doing that. That's just Zoom being Zoom. Hi, Jenny. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That you are being. I love that you're an Eagles fan like Ben. I love that you're working with children.
More into football, guys.
Elementary kids. That's awesome. I am a volunteer teacher, actually. I work with children in the first grade, K-2, at my church. Okay. And I love it. I'm currently working on my certification to work with other facilities and work my way up to being a teacher. And I absolutely love it.
That's amazing. So you work. So you said you're a volunteer teacher, right?
Yes, correct. Yes. Yes.
What has been the most rewarding experience that you've?
Oh my gosh! I mean, just learning. I've worked with children from all ages. Some I have had to sub for, but I found that first grade is kind of like that good balanced middle ground, because you get the kids that are still developing and learning, but they're also not as crazy. And so I absolutely love it. And I really hope to work with that age more as I pursue this, for sure.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yes.
Awesome.
Megan's from Movie Chat, so that's how we met.
I love it.
She's amazing. I love Megan. Megan's
thank you. Love you too, Ben. Yes, it's been absolutely wonderful being a part of this. I actually performed on the Ben and Jay show with my choir. I live in Boca Raton, Florida, so I'm out of state, but I am new to all the autism disabilities. I was diagnosed very late, and so it's just really interesting to learn that there's different types of disabilities. There's different types. There's different types of people on the spectrum, and it's been super rewarding, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Leanna, did you have a question?
So Leanna is actually, she was a cheerleader with me. She got she also got to perform in the Super Bowl.
Hi, Leanna.
And she might be having trouble with her video.
Classic. Things never work when you want them to, right?
I know. That's okay.
That's awesome. We're definitely glad that she tuned in.
Excuse me, I wanted to add one more thing.
Sure.
Go ahead, Alyssa.
I was on the Ben and Jay show too, Jenny. You should check it out on YouTube.
Okay, and it's Alyssa Russick?
Yeah, that's what I usually go by, but on Facebook I'm Alyssa Faith. So I just wanted to add that.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Hi everyone. Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Leanna. I'm from Delaware, like Jenny. We were cheerleaders for the Philadelphia Eagles, and she was telling me that.
Hold on.
We can't hear you because you're on mute.
There you go. Thank God you said something, Jenny. Can you guys hear me yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I was really just having a whole conversation with myself. I'll start over. My name's Leanna. I am from Delaware, like Jenny. And so she's actually been my best friend since we were kids. And so Jenny's been a huge inspiration to me. I know I wouldn't have gone as far in my dance career or just have been like spontaneous in, my everyday life if it wasn't for her. So I'm so grateful for everything she's done. And she's always been a light in my life. So I'm really happy about that. And
that's so sweet.
I believe Ben, right? Ben,
yes.
I know that you are also kind of advocating for employees in the workforce in, corporate jobs and in the NFL. I think that's great. My friend Rachel is the COO of Popcorn for the People.
Oh, I know her.
Really?
I know everybody, yeah.
That is so
Ben really does.
Cool. That is so
funny
cool,
story.
Ben.
I actually was driving to Six Flags and I stopped at a rest stop and they had Popcorn for the People in there.
I saw that one too, Ben. They had like a banner.
Yeah. And then I called them and I actually tried to get them in Giant, so we've been working with them.
There you go.
That is so cool. Yeah, my friend Rachel, she loves it, and they're also involved with the Philadelphia Eagles, so that is something that's really special. And I think, you know, when the games are back in person, it'll be great to see more like promotions and stuff. So
yeah.
Thanks, Leanna. I just want to say too, so Leanna was such a big part of even just my journey too. Like when I was struggling, when I was going through a lot, we would carpool to practices. And so Leanna would give me prep talks when I wasn't doing so well and when I was at a lower point in my life. And so thank you. I really appreciate that.
Anytime. Jenny, like I said, we've been through it all together, and I think, you know, having each other by our sides, you know, was helpful because I was new to professionally dancing, and Jenny, you know, she's a gifted dancer, and so I don't know, it's kind of hard to like stand beside her because she's so good, but it's also super comforting because she was so helpful. She would take extra time and, you know, send me videos of her dancing, and our choreographer would always be like, Jenny, you do it in the front. Like, I want everyone to look like you. And yeah, it was just really important. So
I just want to say, Leanna, was it Leanna?
Yeah.
We want to adopt you as a heart ramp as well. So 2
in one night?
2 in 1 night,
Wow.
Dan. 2 in 1 night.
Historic event.
I feel honored. I'm so excited.
So I have 2 older sisters. So I have 2 sisters. So which is really good. And Erica, we got to talk about Erica. So yeah, we could talk about Erica.
Yeah, one of our older brother's good friends, Erica, is an adopted sister. So my mom will be happy that we have some more women in the house. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you coming and sharing as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely important to have something like that to look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Even, you know, as a friend, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But even just someone that, you know, you can rely on
Yeah.
is definitely super important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah.
Ben and Jenny, I did have a question to ask you guys.
Sure, go ahead, John.
Okay. First of all, here, make it easy for you guys. Oop. I don't know if you want to see my face or not. I mean, you can do that if you want to. Doesn't matter.
Whatever's fine.
Okay. So my thing is, I like the fact that everyone, you know, first of all, Jenny, when you talked about Easter seals, one thing I sent a message to you guys. My experience with Easter seals, I was able to get swimming lessons when I was about 7 or 8 years old through Easter seals.
Swimming is amazing.
But unfortunately, toward the last part of swimming, they figured this one guy who was working for them says, now mind you, you know how the pool's like anywhere from 3.5 feet to 5 feet or something like that,
right?
To work with it. Well, he thought I might be able to say, hey, if you feel like you're able to swim, he threw me in the deep end. It traumatized me. It has traumatized me, even as an adult, to the point where I don't feel comfortable at all swimming in deep water.
Wow.
It's a slow process with that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the reason I'm asking the question is, as we're getting connected and all that, the one thing I do want to know from everyone who's in the audience right now, how many are educators? How many people are working with kids, you know, that are autistic or learning disabled, or even ADD or ADHD? I'm just curious. Any hands?
Yeah, you can. React. There you go. That works.
Well, the reason I was saying is there's this video out there on YouTube, and I've sent links, especially to you, Jenny, on your messenger.
Okay.
Hopefully we get connected. It's called Fat City. Fat means frustrated, anxiety, tension. The guy who conducts he did this video back in the late 1980s, early 90s. His name is Richard Lavoie. He's based out of Greenwich, Connecticut. What he does is he has a bunch of people that he has in his panel that either has people are working with learning disabled people, have connection with learning disabled people, like a social worker, a teacher, a psychologist, a parent, you know, whatever it is. But the material he has, plus the material, the booklets he has, and the stimuli that he puts the people through, it's firsthand. What is it like to be on a learning disabled spectrum? What it's all about, and it's a really good education. One of my friends that I went to college, Ben, you met her the other night, Josie.
Yep.
Josie uses this with her students when she's teaching them to say, hey, look, this is something we can all relate to. Mm-hmm. And so when you look at the different ways of people having learning disabilities, or maybe this is also a great opportunity for open up for people to be educated about being autistic. Well, as a child, I know I was a slow learner. I knew I was hyperactive, but it's only in my later years I was discovered. I was in 2007, I was finally diagnosed as being ADHD. Mm-hmm. It was in May of 2019, I finally was diagnosed as high functioning autistic.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All these years, I never understood it. But the fact is now that I have more awareness of being autistic, it's given me opportunity to use metaphors, parables to people to express how I feel, like the music I was telling you guys.
Yeah.
And so for this reason, when you look at the video, I'm encouraging people to check it out, called Fat City. Like I said, he puts them through the stimuli to see what is it like on a first-hand basis. What is it like? And after his session, he gets their feedback. What is it all about? But I'll tell you, really informative and insightful. So
yeah, definitely, John. That's important to have that kind of insight. Like I was saying, with my client who feels like he didn't really have that chance, being diagnosed. And it once you have a understanding, it definitely can be easier in the way that you now know how to approach your situation. Right. So that's definitely a great resource. We appreciate that for sure. Ben, what do you have right there?
The one thing I got to say thank you also for working with me too, because one of the things is when I try to, as people have said to me, funnel my words, because I can be very expressive and everything like that. This is one of the things I experience. It's called dysnomia. I know what I want to say, but in my brain, it's like that filing cabinet. You're trying to find that file. It's like, okay, what are the words I'm trying to say? It's under this category. So.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for sharing, John. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right, Ben, what you got?
We are ready to. I wanted to show you my Eagles Autism Challenge medal.
Okay.
So this is what they get every year at the end of the race.
At the end of what race?
The end of the 5K for the Eagles Autism Challenge. I don't know if Jenny or one of the cheerleaders wanted to explain, but I can explain.
Explain.
Yeah, so you get one of these at the end, and it's like what you do for top fundraisers or not top fundraisers. Everybody gets a medal. So I encourage all of you to do the Eagles Autism Challenge this year. It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're getting kind of close to wrap up time. Were there any?
Hey guys, my apologies if I'm freezing right now.
Oh, you're back.
I see you, Jenny.
Yes, I'm back. I was trying to figure out the freezing issue.
No worries. Technology. Ben, do we have a prize for tonight's show?
We do. And then Kaylee, do we have any more questions before we move on?
I do.
Oh, all right. Mary, what's your finishing question?
Jenny, I'm wondering if you were on social media.
Good question.
She's frozen. Hold on.
In case Jenny can hear us and can't respond, maybe type into chat if you're okay with the social media people can find you at.
Hold on.
To answer your question, Mary, yeah, she has Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah, perfect. And hopefully, if she hears,
you're welcome. Just letting you know.
Throw it in the chat. Maybe she'll enter, re-enter. If she comes back, we'll ask again. And see
okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's fine. The show must go on. So we have a.
That's right.
Want to do a prize? Yes, we are going to do a prize, Katie. So our friends in Philadelphia. So my mom got her vaccine shot yesterday, and this pizza place called Giapronto's Cafe in Circle City Boulevard, right across the street from Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. They have great pizza. I love their pizza, and they're pretty amazing. And you're gonna get a $20 gift card. And the winner is Carl Moorman.
Carl Moorman.
Congratulations,
Carl Moorman. You won a gift card.
Yep.
To G. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. So we'll connect with you, and Ben will track you down on social media.
Yeah,
and get that to you.
Yeah. Carl, where are you from?
from Norristown, PA, right outside King of Prussia.
There you go.
That's so funny.
I know you guys said you guys go up to Souderton. Y'all from around there?
Yeah, Ben went to North Penn, but we're pretty close to Souderton. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Are you autism? Do you do stuff for autism, or how'd you hear about?
I work with Miss Jenny.
How did you hear about the show?
She told us. Miss Jenny's on.
We work together.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, cool. That's so cool.
We're on the same team, and I have another team member here as well.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, great. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And
Thank
then
you.
while you were freezing,
Thanks, Mr. Carl, Miss Michelle.
Social media. How can the people track you down on social media?
Oh, I'm sorry. My connection just got better. So I am good to go. I'm sorry about that, everyone.
No
I'm back in action. You said how to connect on social media.
Yeah, that was the question.
Yes. So you guys can follow me at Jen Hay. It's at, and I'll write it in the chat, at JENNHEYY. And feel free to give me a follow request. I would love to connect with different people on here. That would be awesome. Let me see. Did everyone get that? And then you can also add me on Facebook. This would be Facebook.
Do you have Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter.
I should teach you how to use Twitter.
I mainly just use Instagram and Facebook. I'm not as cool as you, maybe one day, but
yeah, that's all right. I'm not much of a
you got some more cool points than me. So.
Ellen follows me on Twitter and Instagram.
Wow.
Stop, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I asked her on the show.
Can you tell everyone here how you got connected with Ellen?
It took me like 3.5 years. One day they actually just called, and I was like, "Hello, is this Ben? Is this the Ellen show?" And it was one of the producers, so I had to keep it secret for 6 weeks. I wasn't allowed to say anything to anybody. And then they told me, "Want you out here next week?" My mom couldn't go because of knee surgery, so me and my dad, of course, shout out to my dad, we flew in a plane. We went in a limousine to a hotel, and Dan should have came with us if he was.
Where was I?
You were in Japan.
I was in Japan.
I knew it.
Oh, Japan.
And then we went and we had so much fun. I'm Jenny. It was the best time. We went to Universal Studios. I mean, I would love to go to Universal Studios over Disney. I mean, you seem like you had fun.
You got Six Flags planned.
Wait,
there,
is
right?
that
I know.
Where was that? Where did the Ellen DeGeneres show take place?
In California, in LA.
Oh, in LA. Okay, I was just in LA actually this year.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I went on a missions trip.
Super excited
I went on a missions trip in August actually to the Dream Center.
My goal is to go back to LA sometime. I have a couple movie chat friends that are there. I like to hit a couple of theme parks and probably meet a couple of you guys who live in California.
Yeah, there you go.
Does anyone else on the screen like roller coasters or like amusement parks?
Raise your hand or just do a little dance if you like roller coasters.
Do a little dance.
Put your video screen with roller coasters.
I love it.
Or Ferris wheels. Ferris wheels too. They're always fun.
Yeah,
They're a little bit more relaxing.
Well, it's exciting. It seems like we'll have to go to Six Flags and
Want to join me, Jenny?
I'm down.
I love it.
Jenny, have you ever been to Dorney Park?
I have. I've been to Dorney. I've been to Hershey. I've been to Disney.
Yeah,
I like Hershey the best though. Hershey's my favorite.
We'll go to Hershey. I'll get you in for free because I work for Dorney Park. But I actually work for Dorney Park as well.
Oh well, then let's go to Dorney.
Yeah, we'll bring all the cheerleaders. We'll have a cheerleader day.
Do you guys want to know something funny? I'm obsessed with Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't know if anyone's ever played it.
Ben,
it is the best. Like I don't know if anyone's ever played it. They have Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, 2, and 3, and you can build roller coasters, and you can. And people, they have like the little guys just walk around in the amusement park.
I'm gonna play it tonight. You're making me play it tonight.
Ben's obsessed with Roller Coaster Tycoon.
You know what, Jenny? I had an idea. We should do a Roller Coaster Tycoon live stream on YouTube, and we could build our own Eagles cheerleading park.
Whoa!
That'd be cool. On YouTube. Yeah, we'll have to maybe sit down and think about that. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Like we could.
That's so awesome, Ben.
Jenny, if you ever end up in our neck of the woods, we have a Roller Coaster Tycoon board game.
You have to come to our house. Yes.
Ooh, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I'll go get it. Do you want me to go get it?
I've never heard of that before. Okay.
It's like we found it, I think, at a thrift store, and then we just got lucky. It had most of the pieces in it, and it is very fun.
Wow. do you get to actually make the roller coasters when you're playing the game?
No.
Or
So
is it already all set up?
Yeah. So basically, or huge tangent, but you have the whole park and you draw cards and they're auctions, and then you can auction, like try to buy the rides, and then if you buy the ride, you get points based on people landing on it.
So kind of like a little bit similar to like Life Monopoly kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a combination.
And you know what? Dan always takes the roller coaster all the time.
I always get the roller coaster.
Yeah, that's a fun game too to play. Life on they have an online version, which is really fun.
True.
Fun game.
All right, we are
never got into Monopoly though. Monopoly was a little too advanced.
Yeah. We are approaching 8:30.
So let's do this. I'm going to end with words of encouragement.
Okay.
So I would like to say that having autism is not really a bad thing, and it doesn't characterize who we are. Everyone is unique and special, just like a rainbow. I would like to thank my brother Dan for filling in for Jamel tonight.
Sure.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Of course.
He was a great. Give it up for Dan. A round of applause.
Yeah,
Give it up for Jenny Glenn. Jenny Glenn is the best.
Yes.
Give it up for Kaylee Tazar. Kaylee is the best. Thank you for being.
Yes.
Kaylee's part of our family. And you know what? Let's do a weekend. Let's do a weekend thing. Like let's do it. Let's end the week. Let's end a Friday night on a weekend base.
Yeah.
Going into the weekend of the Eagles. You want to say anything before we do the Eagles fight song?
Sure. I just wanted to say again, Jenny, thanks for being on the show.
Sure.
So you randomly met Ben, but it means a lot to him to have guests on the show. It means a lot to us and our family too, that you were willing to be a part of this, and it's super cool. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I had a blast, and this was such a cool opportunity, and I'm happy I'm able to share my story, and thank you guys for listening to me, and it was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
Good.
Here we go.
All right, Eagles fight song time.
Yay! Okay.
Ben's got it on YouTube. Here it is.
Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2. And watch our Eagles fly. Come on, everybody, unmute yourself. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly.
Bye.
Eagles.
That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Okay.
That was so fun.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
This is the Ben and Jay show. I love you, Dan. You're my best brother ever. Aww. Jenny, air hug. Aww.
There you go. Air hug. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too. Oh.
It's perfect. It's a perfect freeze.
Is she frozen?
I think so.
Oh no. All right. I love you guys.
It's still streaming. No, because I have all that stuff muted.